Psalm chapter 103, verses 2 through 5 say, "May I never forget the good things he does for me. He forgives all my sins. He redeems me from death and fills my life with good things." Those are the words of King David. And I think it's interesting that one of the first things that David writes in this psalm is that he's pleading with God not to forget the good things that God has given him. And I think that's interesting because I think if we're all being honest with ourselves, that there are plenty of days in your life and in my life where we just forget about the good things that God has given us, the good things that God has filled our life with. Often we just forget about them. Why? Well, because of our circumstances, whether we're frustrated or anxious. Even sometimes when we're too happy or too overjoyed, we forget to thank God for all the things that he's given us. But I want to remind you that in James chapter 1, verse 17, it says that every good and perfect thing comes from above. What does that mean? Well, it means that every good thing in your life, everything that you enjoy, everything that you've been given, whether it be family or friends or the ability to laugh or smile or taste food or see or touch the grass outside, all those good things that you enjoy in your life and that fill your life up come from above, which mean come from God, every good and perfect thing. And King David knew that, and he didn't want to forget it. And that's part of the challenge today for us, for you and me, is not forgetting where the good things in our life come from, and not just the good things that God has filled our life with and blessed us with. But King David hits it on the head. He says that he has redeemed him from death, brought him from death to life. And amidst all those great things that God gives us in our life and all those blessings, never forget that the most important thing that God has done for you and for me has helped us cross over from death to life after sending his son Jesus to die on the cross. I just want to pause and give you some time to pray, right? Because that's part of the reason that we're doing this. Part of the reason that we're making this video is a resource for you, yes, but also to challenge you to slow down, take some time out of your day to slow down, stop what you're doing, and have a conversation with your Creator. And because we're talking about remembering all the good things that God has given us in our life, including given us the gift of salvation, that's what I want you to pause and pray about. Just for a minute or so, stop and think about all the ways that God has blessed you and all the good things that he's given you in your life. So just start a conversation with your Creator, and I'll be back to wrap us up in a minute. Thanks for taking the time to stop and slow down and pray with us today and just think critically about yourself and all the good things that God has chosen to freely give you. Because even if you're going through a hard time right now, I just want to encourage you that God has given you great things and he continues to provide for you. Remember, every good and perfect thing comes from above. So as we wrap up today, I just want to challenge you and encourage you. Challenge you in answering the question, whether you pause this video and take more time to meditate or you're journaling about it. I want you to answer the question, what has God done for you lately, as in maybe even the past week, that you're thankful for? What can you identify in your life that God has given to you that is good? That's the challenge. And then the encouragement that I want to leave you with is just to open a conversation with your Creator more often. Each night when you lay your head down on the pillow, talk Thank God for all that He's given you and remember that He loves you so much.